The New York Giants are currently one of the main teams rumored to be picking SHEDEUR Sanders. So today, we are going to see what the future could look like for this Giants team, assuming they do draft Sanders, hopefully getting a good quarterback for the first time in a while. And of course, we are going to see if we can win this Giants team a Super Bowl by the end of this. And of course, turn it into the highest overall team in the league, starting with one of the lowest overalls in my custom rosters. So this could be a hard one. But super quick, let's see, we got to 2,000 likes on the last Giants rebuild I did. So if we can get to 2,500 likes on this video, I'm thinking about doing a Giants 10-year rebuild with Travis Hunter. He's the other rumored Giants pick, or at least one of the others. So yeah, be sure to leave a like if you want to see that. It helps out the channel. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already too, because if you like Madden rebuilds, that's all I do on the channel. And we're getting really close to 75K. And very last thing, I'll say shout out to Peyton. It looks like they were the first one to suggest this, but let me know down in the comments what team I should rebuild with what player next. But without further ado, let's finally get into this. Again, gonna be a challenging one, but first things first, let's see who we want to re-sign. Honestly, there really isn't anyone I want back all that bad. I mean, I'll bring some of these guys back. We'll pick up the 5th year for Kayvon Thibodeau. Maybe he can develop a little more. I mean, still only 24 here. But like Darius Slayton, I would want back, but he's just not interested. Like, what am I gonna do about that? Plus, he's 28. Like, we could improve there for sure. Azeez Ojulari, I guess I'll bring back as like he's a good rotational guy. I'll go 2 years, almost 8 mil. But Evan Neal, not gonna pick up the 5th year there. You know, I might actually start him maybe at guard. We'll see. I feel like he could be a decent guard. I don't know if we'll extend him after that, but we'll see. But Adoree Jackson, Isaiah Simmons, like these guys are all replaceable. Drew Lock, I guess I'll re-sign because he's interested. Sure, he's a decent backup. But all right, let's get into free agency. Usually year one in franchise isn't great, but we'll see who's available. Also, the Eagles won the Super Bowl here. That's a rough start for us at least. But yeah, it's a very, very weak class. This might be like the worst one I've ever seen. All right, well, let's make this quick. Then we'll add SHEDEUR Sanders, of course. I definitely want to look for a safety. Justin Reed is interested. He's the best non-kicker punter available, which is kind of sad. I mean, he's a good safety, but like, that's rough. The Vikings want him. I mean, I would go player friendly, 4 years, 55. That's not cheap, but I want a good player. I want to add something this year. Actually, how hard would it be to get Ardarius Washington? I mean, he's not as good, but the Commanders also have a big offer. We'll try Justin Reed. So I'm actually going to go for 2 players, Justin Reed and then Rashid Shaheed. I guess that rhymes. I mean, Shaheed's just going to be the Darius Slayton upgrade / replacement. Does have star dev too, so that's cool. We could also bring Odell back if we wanted to. You know, that would, I don't know how Giants fans would feel about that, but that sounds kind of fun. But like, what's the point? He's 32. I don't know. But all right, these 2 players, Justin Reed, Rashid Shaheed, do they want to sign? We don't get Justin Reed. He goes to the Vikings. You know what? I'm actually going to go for 2 safeties just to ensure that we get one. If we get both, that's fine too, but Ardarius Washington and Derek Forrest. We should at least get Derek Forrest, but I want Ardarius Washington. Hopefully he's not like Geno Stone where he leaves the Ravens and he immediately sucks. I mean, that could happen. But these 3 players, do they want to sign? Okay, we at least get Derek Forrest. We don't get Ardarius Washington. You know what? Hopefully he does suck. Hopefully he's terrible for him. But we're also not going to get Rashid Shaheed. Is it this hard to convince free agents to sign here? I mean, we are the Giants, but still. Elijah Moore, Rondale Moore, Isaiah Hodgins. We might just have to get to the draft and take our L here. I want to do something, though. Ryan Kelly would be fun, but he has offers. You really got to scrape through the garbage in year one. It's tough. All right, we're really getting desperate here, but the final 2 players before we get to the draft, Rondale Moore and Taquan Graham. 2 Falcons currently, I think. Just so we have some decent depth. We get Graham, and we're out of submissions for the week, or whatever you call it. So, whatever, we'll probably get him. If we don't, I don't care. Let's get to the draft. But okay, in the draft, ignore most of the order here. I mean, it's Madden. You gotta do what you gotta do, but no matter what happens here, we're gonna get SHEDEUR Sanders, even if he gets taken by, like, the Giants or something, or taken by the Browns or something, we'll steal him. Titans take Cam Ward, and the Browns might take him. They probably will. They do, so I'll steal him. I'll take, who would they want? I mean, it would be hard not to want Travis Hunter, so we'll give him to the Browns. But round 2 is where this becomes a draft. Malachi Starks is still available. I mean, I'm not gonna take him because that's not realistic, but that's interesting. I mean, let's see. If we want speed to replace Darius Slayton, I mean, Isaiah Bond's available. It would technically be a slight reach, apparently. He's a 2nd to 3rd round talent, but I mean, we might just have to take him. Could also take a lineman here, but there are some linemen available later that I kind of like. And I don't think I've ever used Isaiah Bond, so I think he'll be our number 2 for this year. I might start him over Wan'Dale Robinson. We'll see. But yeah, rank 64. It's not like great value. I just wanted him. Oh, he only has a normal dev. I'm going to give him star dev. Also give a division rival player star dev that doesn't have it. He should have star. But round 3, I kind of wanted Harold Fannin. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it would be kind of weird to go back-to-back receiving options. Ooh, Dylan Fairchild, 1st to 2nd round talent. Might have to take him. Also, Darian Porter I have rated pretty high. I can never fully remember who I give the best ratings to, but apparently those two. Malachi Starks is still available. Why? But all right, you know what? If he's good, he's good. I'll take Dylan Fairchild. Sure. Might even think about him at tackle. We'll see. He does have hidden dev. And then let's go with a D lineman. Let's go Ty Hamilton. Sure. Oh, he's terrible. All right, cool. But okay, here's how we did in the draft. Of course, ignore Travis Hunter. He's a Brown now. I made him a receiver. I wish it was easier to make two-way players. So he's pretty much just going to be at receiver for the Browns, but I mean, he should be a really good one, so that'll be fine. But Isaiah Bond, 72 overall. He's good. I got to give him star dev. Ooh, this was a fun class for the Commanders, but they all have hidden, I don't know, whatever. I'll find someone. But all right, yeah, we'll see how good Isaiah Bond ends up being. And then Dylan Fairchild, I guess I'll kick out to tackle. He'll probably only be like a 72, but again, I do want to try Evan Neal at guard. If he sucks, I'll just put Fairchild back in at right guard. Fairchild's only a 71 at tackle, though. I want to give Evan Neal a chance. I don't want to give up on that 7th overall pick or whatever he was. We'll see, but Ty Hamilton wasn't great, and then the CPU pick, another tackle, and then 2 edge rushers, and then another tackle. Okay, sure. I mean, I do like Crenshaw, Dixon, and Mason Richmond, sure, whatever, but good draft. But let's get into year 1 finally. And hey, this is going to be an interesting year. I have no idea if we're going to be good, going to be bad, going to be whatever. We'll see. But all right, here is a look at the team heading into year 1. I feel like we definitely had a good offseason. I mean, we definitely addressed the offensive line. I mean, mostly with rookies, but got a lot of them. They all have hidden devs, so I mean, they'll all probably be eventual starters. Should we just give up on Evan Neal? I mean, I really wanted, I don't know why I want to give him a chance so bad, but I do. Maybe because I liked him as a prospect and he really didn't work out, but I don't know. I'll just go Crenshaw at right tackle, Fairchild at right guard. That's better. That's the smarter move, even though I don't want to. But other than that, we're looking solid. I mean, this is a ridiculously young team. Really, our only older-ish players that are starting are John Runyon. He's like 27, 28, not even old. And then Andrew Thomas might be like 26 or 7, 26. So this might be the youngest starting offense I've ever had in a rebuild. The defense is a little older, but still really young. We should have a really good pass rush this year. If we don't, then I don't know what I'm going to do about it, but our defense should be legitimately pretty good. Our offense, I would definitely understand if it isn't great, but the defense should be good. But all right, let's just get straight to the midseason point of year number 1, and we will see how this team does. But okay, we are 2-5 at the midseason. I mean, that's fair. We have almost the worst offense in the league. Our defense is okay. Also, the Broncos are 0-6. That's tough. The Chiefs are 7-0. Fun. The Bills are 0-7. The Lions are 2-5. Okay, sure. But we have some re-signings, of course. Nothing major, thankfully. Oh yeah, I did also re-sign Odell. He was just a free agent. I mean, I don't know if he would want to be a backup necessarily, but whatever. Also wearing number 88, but whatever, who cares? I wanted to bring him back, all right? I thought it'd be interesting, but I do want Micah McFadden back. I gave him star dev, but I don't know if he would want to. I don't know if I want to give him a 5-year deal. Whatever. 5 years, 49 mil. He takes it. All right, cool. Wan'Dale Robinson, we could probably upgrade. I mean, if he was interested, then sure, but he isn't. So I'm not really gonna fight him on that. But everyone else is either like just backups or lower level starters. So really short mid-season. Let's just get to the end of the year and we will see how we end up doing. Okay, at the end of the year, we finish 4-13. Not great. I mean, that's fair. We're definitely not a good roster, but I was hoping we would do slightly better than that. SHEDEUR Sanders. Okay, 3,900 yards, almost 4,000. Cool, solid for a rookie. 27 touchdowns, but 27 interceptions. And he didn't even get sacked that many times. Okay, I mean, in real life, that would be questionable, obviously, throwing that many interceptions, but in Madden, that is horrible. Yeah, led the league in interceptions easily. That's a wild stat line for Deshaun Watson. Yeah, I mean, he had the second worst passer rating. Drake May was the only one worse. This game, man, whatever. We'll just hope he gets better next year. But Tyrone Tracy, almost 900 yards, only 3.5 per carry because he's not one of the running backs that can do well in Madden, but had a good amount of touchdowns. We'll hope he develops too. I want to use him. He was one of my better calls of the draft last year. I was a big fan of him. I thought he was a really good pick for the Giants, and he was good as a rookie. But Malik Neighbors, 1,500 yards, 20 touchdowns. Very good year. Is he a 90 overall yet? He's a 92. Okay. Damn, already a top 10 receiver. But Isaiah Bond, interesting rookie year. 1 yard away from 800, but no receiving touchdowns. I guess Neighbors just got all of them. But blocking, Crenshaw wasn't great at right tackle, but the rest of the line held up well. But Okereke, 105 tackles. TFL's 14 for Lawrence, 10 for Burns and Graham. And sacks, 16 for Lawrence. That's cool. 7 for Burns and 7 for Thibodeau. Only 7 for Burns? I mean, I'm happy we got any sacks at all. I honestly thought these 3 guys would get about like 15 total, knowing how this game normally works, but thankfully it wasn't that bad. But interceptions, 2 for Phillips and then 1 for 3 players. Only 5 picks on the year. Does his defensive playbook just suck, or is it just because we're not a great team? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. I mean, we were 3rd for defensive yards, but the points allowed were a little different. But MVP goes to Patrick Mahomes. Who would have guessed? Also, Russell Wilson was the Jets QB. Interesting. But Malik Neighbors at 2 for Offensive Player of the Year. We're getting cucked already. Dexter Lawrence at 4 for Defensive Player of the Year. Bond at 7 for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Sanders at 8. Cam Scattaboo won it for the Bears. That's cool. I think I do have him as my 2nd highest overall running back, so I'm just surprised a running back did well in simulation. That isn't like already a good one in real life in the NFL. But let's see. No Giants for Defensive Rookie of the Year. So interesting year. I can't necessarily say we should have done better because we're not good, but I thought there was a chance we would do a little better. But either way, it's probably good we did horrible because we'll get a really good draft pick, obviously. So let's get into the offseason. The Eagles won another Super Bowl. Awesome. But let's see who we want to re-sign, if anyone. Also, let's see if we got any good dev traits. Did Neighbors get X Factor? I'm hoping he did. He did. Okay, good. Sanders only has star. I mean, I knew that, but let's see. I think Neighbors was our only dev trait gained. That's fine though. But all right, well, I guess we'll pick up the 5th year for Deonte Banks. I mean, he developed. Wan'Dale Robinson, again, I would want him back if he was interested. He just isn't interested. And then everyone else here is pretty much just depth. I mean, Elijah Chapman's interesting. He resigns. But yeah, everyone else I'm probably good. Odell really regressed down to a 71. But in free agency, it's kind of a weak class again. There's some interesting players. Derrick Henry's here. I mean, he would definitely want to join a better team than 4-13, so I don't know if we should sign him. But Deebo Samuel's available. I don't even know if we would use him, though. We probably would just use Malik Neighbors, so I don't know if he's worth signing. Romeo Doubs, though, that would be kind of fun. He'd be a good 3rd. Oh, Isaiah Likely. God, I don't want to go too crazy with spending, but I want to get some good players, obviously. I don't want to be horrible for this whole rebuild. But let's try to get this offense right. We'll go for a few players that aren't like crazy overalls, but I mean, they should be big upgrades. Taylor Moton, I know we just drafted a bunch of linemen last year, but Crenshaw Dixon didn't do well. I mean, he wasn't horrible, but even though we added pieces to this offensive line, it still isn't great. So yeah, we'll go for Moton, we'll go for Likely, and we'll go for Dobbs. I don't know how many of these 3 we're gonna get. I know players don't really want to sign with us, but they do all have a little bit of interest. So we don't get Moton. All right, well, at least we get Likely and Dobbs. That, honestly, Moton was the one I kind of wanted the most. He does really well in this game. Spencer Brown, I don't think he does well. Does he? I don't know. One year he was terrible in simulation. This year he was amazing in simulation. I don't know. All right, well, I don't think we can sign a tackle, but at least we got some 2 nice receiving options for SHEDEUR Sanders, so we'll take it. But okay, in the draft, we have the #1 pick. Whenever we end up with the #1 pick, pick. I'm never, like, prepared for it. I just kind of assumed 4 and 13 wouldn't be bad enough. I thought we would have, like, pick 3 or 4, but we have the number 1 pick. I'm gonna trade this down, I think. Although, I don't know. There is a good receiver, Montel Williamson. I mean, we really only use Malik Neighbors, so I probably won't take him, but I did focus scout some corners. Jaden Boswell, Jaden Teague, 2 Jadens, I guess. And then I focused, oh, this guy sucks. Demarius Taylor. I figured he would. But I think we might have to trade down, although I do kind of want the corners. Oh, especially Teague. Hold on, what's his speed? Is he the best? He might be the best player in the class. I mean, I don't know if we can pass up on him. It might be smart to trade down, maybe, but I don't know. Who are we going to take if we do trade down? I mean, we could hope that Teague would still be available. We could trade down to like 4, but who would be trading up? I don't know. Usually if you're trading down from 1, it's, I don't know. I'm just going to stick and pick. I don't want to risk Teague getting picked. Looks insane. Only ranked 3? Really? I mean, I don't really see how. 96 speed, 95 excel. This must be a really strong class because he looks like an 84 overall. Legitimately. He must not be, but he looks like one. But all right, round 2. I focus scouted D linemen. There are some decent ones. There's a good receiver too, apparently. Couple good receivers. I'll just go with a D lineman though. Let's go. I mean, we could also trade down here. Okay, here I am gonna trade down. I would maybe think about like a lineman, but I don't see any crazy good ones. Adam, I don't know what that last name is, but he might have 99 strength. Maybe he's good. Other than that, though, his ratings aren't crazy, but they're okay. This dude might be pretty good, actually. Should we take him or should we trade down? I projected to go at 63. I wonder if there's a way we could get both him and the D lineman. Let's trade down to like 50 with the Lions. But all right, we're gonna pick up a second next year, which is probably gonna be a really late second. I mean, I don't know. The Lions weren't that good this year. They bounced back, but if we're being realistic, this should be a late second next year, so I think this is about fair. Trading down from 33 to 50. And now I guess we'll take Adam, whatever that last name is. Gerdez? I've literally never heard that last name in my entire life, but again, he looks solid, just with insane strength, so I'm gonna take him. Rank number 14, got him at 50. That's about what I expected. 99 strength, hidden dev. Gonna be a starter. And then early round 3, let's hope the D lineman is still here. He should be. He was supposed to be. He is not. Okay, cool. That kind of ruins my plans here. I do not like taking defensive tackles. They are never good. I mean, I at least suck at taking them, but past like the first round, I just try to stay away from them. Derek Wilkerson is a... Should we just go with like the strongest draft class possible? Another guy with 46 bench reps. I mean, he's not projected to go until 126, but I don't know, still might go early. Is there anyone else I can't pass up on? Not really. All right, we'll take a chance. This might not be a good pick. I have no idea, but Wilkerson, we'll take him. He's probably okay. Yeah, ranked 58, got him at 65. Does have hidden dev and 99 strength. I don't think I've ever done that before. Back-to-back 99 strength in the draft. That's crazy. Madden, unrealistic? What? That's crazy. But all right, I might just simulate the rest of this out. I don't know. I'll take a blocking tight end. There aren't even that many, though. Only 2 good ones. I don't know. Flannery looks slightly better. Maybe. Sure. Yeah, rank 136, but hidden dev. Hopefully X Factor. But all right, I'm done here. I'm just messing around at this point. Let's see how we did. Okay, I know this game too well. It seems like I'm cheating because I called Teague's overall exactly, but I did say he looks like an 84 overall, and he is. This was just an insane draft class, apparently. So, very good pick. Apparently not the best player we could have taken. Who was better? It was probably a running back or like a guard. Oh, Williamson. I didn't even look at Williamson, to be fair. I don't know who the other one that was better was. It was probably a kicker or a punter or something. So, I mean, that was the best pick we could have made. Yeah, it was better than Boswell, obviously. I was worried that Boswell was better after I saw that Teague was only ranked 3rd. I wish it would just like exclude kickers, punters, and fullbacks from the rankings of who's the best in the class, but whatever. So yeah, pretty good pick there. Possibly only gonna have star dev, but we'll see. But Adams, 77 overall. I was gonna call that one too. I guess I'm glad I didn't. Derek Wilkerson, 74. He's solid. I guess we'll move. I don't know. We kind of have 2 nose tackles now, but we'll figure out something with him. And then Flannery, solid. The CPU picked more edge rushers. 3 of them. Why? That's like debatably the strongest position on our team. We just drafted like 3 last year, or 2, something. I genuinely want to know what the logic is here. Like, what makes the CPU do this? Whatever, man. Let's get into year 2. And hey, we might have a legit shot at being decent this year. We'll see. Can't promise it, but we might. But all right. I mean, hey, we're already up to an 85 overall heading into year 2. Hold on. Where does an 85 rank? The Packers are an 85. The Lions are an 86. Same with the Eagles and the Chiefs. Hold on. We're tied for second in overall. Or, well, no, that's not true. Tied for fourth, I guess. The Chiefs, Eagles, and Lions are the only teams that are higher overalls than us. But, I mean, we're doing pretty well so far. If we're not good this year, I'm going to change our playbooks. I know changing the playbooks is like kind of cheesy, but like sometimes that's the only way you can do well. They are the most important thing in simulation. I still don't know what a good 3-4 defensive playbook is in Madden in simulation. I might go Ravens, but I've tried the Ravens and it hasn't been good. I might try the Steelers. We'll see. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. The team is very good. Obviously, we'll have to see what kind of dev trait Teague has. Again, I would just assume it's star. It's pretty hard to get a really good dev trait with a corner, but I mean, who knows? He could have a good one. We'll see. I mean, either way though, what an off season we had. I didn't realize we were already that good. Oh yeah, and this is the O-line I'm gonna go with. We'll see if it still does well. It was actually pretty good last year, but I guess Fairchild at right guard, or right tackle, Runyon at right guard, and Adam at left guard. We'll see how that goes. But all right, let's get into the season. Again, we should be good this year. It's a weird thing to say because we just had the #1 overall pick. We were the worst team in the league, but we should be good based on roster talent. So let's see if that roster talent actually translates to wins. Also, we had a quarterback battle, a position battle for some reason. Drew Lock won it. Yeah, absolutely blow me. I'm not starting Drew Lock. Not his fault, but he's become like one of my, I've said this before, he might be one of my least favorite players in the NFL, purely because I'm a Seahawks fan, and is it even worth getting into? I don't know. But seeing people say that he should have started over Geno Smith, if I wasn't already insane before, that drove me completely off the edge. That I'm not starting him. I mean, also obviously because this is the SHEDEUR Sanders rebuild, but whatever. But okay, at the midseason, we are 4-2. But our offense, man. Okay, hold on. We started the year, I got to week 3 so I could set like the position scouts and everything. We started the year 0-2. We put up 10 total points. We got outscored, what is this? What is 38 plus 29? 67 to 10? Something like that. So I guess our stats are gonna be a little weird, especially because we've been winning close games, but I still don't trust our offense. The defense has been good, even with those first 2 weeks being rough, but I'm going to change the offensive playbook at the end of the year. I mean, we'll see how the defense ends up doing too. Should I just change the offensive playbook now? I mean, it's getting better. It's still not good though. It's mostly our defense winning games for us, only allowing like 17, 18 points a game recently. You know what? We're going pass heavy. Let's go. I might just go Bengals. The Bengals playbook might be my favorite. We'll do it. Ooh, also Adam has superstar dev. That's cool. I kind of figured. Should I check we'll save the corner for the end of the year. But all right, do we have any re-signings here? We do. Kayvon Thibodeau, Azeez Ojulari will probably let go. John Michael Schmitz we might too because he's not interested. Bobby Okereke I do want back though. You know, we really haven't had that major having to re-sign everybody on the team year. I'm sure that's coming up soon, but Kayvon Thibodeau's super cheap. 4 years, 36 mil. He re-signs. Okay. You know, is that a realistic re-signing? I don't know, but like he's definitely gonna get more, I would guess. But I don't really worry about like contract prices or like contracts being unrealistically cheap because every other team here is getting away with those too. It's not like just us. And I mean, who knows? Maybe he does only get that much. But Okereke I want back. I don't want to give him a 5-year, $85 million deal though. I'm waiting until the end of the year on that one. All right, yeah. Everyone else, I think we'll just wait. I mean, if we have to let Okereke go, I did set middle linebacker as a region scout area thing, whatever position. I don't know what it's called. You know what I'm trying to say. But all right, let's get to the end of the year. What did I set it as? Oh, it was only a 1-star. We'll see. But all right, let's get to the end of the year and hopefully we don't choke. I mean, we should do better theoretically. So we'll see. All right, well, we finish 8-9. 4th highest overall team in the league, and we missed the playoffs. If that isn't Madden, then I don't know what is. SHEDEUR Sanders, 4,100 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 19 picks. I mean, that's better than last year. This would be an okay year for real life. Still too many picks, but again, for Madden, that's like statistically one of the worst QBs in the league. God, Drake May is awful in this game. I don't know why. Sanders was definitely better this year, but he was the 9th worst for passer rating. I mean, passer rating isn't perfect, but like it's not horrible. So yeah, Yeah, I mean, playing like a bottom 10 QB, hopefully that changes soon, especially because this is a really good offensive playbook. Tyrone Tracy was whatever. Malik Neighbors did super well. Bond did well, but still only 2 receiving touchdowns. It almost looks like we didn't even change the offensive playbook. I mean, it's slightly more passing yards, but it looks really similar to last year. Like, down to even the exact same amount of times Sanders got sacked. That's weird. Fairchild and John Michael Schmitz were awful, but the rest of the line was really good. But Okereke, 116 tackles, TFLs, 16 for Lawrence led the team, and sacks, 9.5 for Thibodeau, 8.5 for Burns, 8 for Lawrence. We'll take that, sure. But picks, only 2 for McFadden and Teague. Well, I mean, they did well, but only 6 total picks for the team. Not great. But Jaden Teague, what a season. 2 picks, 12 pass deflections. That might be the most I have ever seen for a corner in simulation. Usually they get like 3. It looks like that was the most in the league for corners. Yeah, Surtain had 11 and Ward. What a rookie year. I'm resisting the urge to click him and see what his dev trade is. I wanna reveal it in a second. But Mahomes MVP again. I love this game. Love the diversity. Is this just last year? Did we just have the same season? I mean, we had a better record, but it didn't feel like it. This is weird. Teague all the way down at 9 for Is it just impossible for a corner to win Defensive Rookie of the Year in simulation? I guess. I mean, he led the league in pass breakups for corners as a rookie. But yeah, no playoffs this year. It's tough. Our offense didn't even get better. I mean, that happens if you, especially in real life, if you're, switching offensive coordinators at the midseason, sometimes that can go rough. But I thought we would do a little better. Also, damn, you know this game's unrealistic because the Seahawks actually signed a lineman. Apparently they had Zach Martin. That's crazy. But finally we didn't have the Eagles win a Super Bowl. It looks like the Rams did over the Chiefs. Interesting. But for re-signings, we already have the 5th year for Malik Neighbors, and it's 43 mil. Is cap space going to become an issue? I mean, it probably will once we have to re-sign Sanders, but I don't know. I don't know if Sanders would be that expensive. We'll see. But Ojulari will let go. John Michael Schmitz will let go. He was awful. Okereke I want back. I don't want to give him a 4-year deal, but I'd go 2 years, 30. I know he's not going to take this, but yeah, he doesn't. But I'm not giving a 31-year-old a 4-year deal. John Runyon needs a deal. He actually did super well. I would go 1 year. I'll even up it because I just have a feeling he's going to reject if I just do neutral. He does take it. Okay, good. And then I think that's it. I'll re-sign Blake Groupie, I guess. But we'll let everyone else go. I do want Okereke back in free agency. We'll see who's available, though. We're due for a good free agent class. Okay, I mean, still not great, but there are some players. Kirby Joseph. Now, if I didn't set safety as our main focus position for the year, I would definitely go after him. He does have a lot of offers, though. And he doesn't do great in simulation. I mean, he gets some picks, but no pass deflections. I mean, look at real life. 11, 8, simulation, 2, 1, 1. Like, all right, man. But let's see. I do want Okereke back. Patrick Queen's available. I mean, definitely didn't have the best year for the Steelers. I did think he was a little overrated in real life, and that definitely got proven right a little bit this year. I don't really like rooting against players, though. Does have a lot of offers. I mean, we could just re-sign Okereke, but I'd rather get younger. I mean, we could go for another Raven, Trenton Simpson. Yeah, that would be kind of fun. Ooh, never mind. The Browns have a big offer. Ivan Pace. I get paced so much in rebuilds. We'll just go 1 year. I'll go player friendly, 1 year, 13 mil for Okereke. We'll see if he takes it. If not, we can probably draft a linebacker. It'll be fine. Oh yeah, the dev traits though. A, did we gain any good ones, but B, we got to see what the corner has. So no, we didn't gain any, unfortunately. I don't know what we would have gained, to be fair. But yeah, I did call it. Teague only has star. I feel like 10 pass breakups, if anything, should automatically give you a superstar dev. I don't know. But Wilkerson also has star. I'm not gonna lie, I thought Wilkerson would have superstar. Sometimes like round 3, 4, 5, like mid-round defensive linemen do have superstar or even X factor for some reason. So I thought if anyone, he could have superstar. Well, no, if anyone, definitely our boy Adam over here. But I mean, either way, at least he is star. And I mean, he developed a decent bit, 78 overall. He's not bad. But I don't really know what I want to do other than Okereke. I'd rather just draft a center, I think. None of these guys are that good, and they're all too old to develop. There are no receivers. Not that I would even be that interested. I mean, maybe. We are going to be really pass heavy next year. I might even think about drafting a running back, because Tyrone Tracy, like I figured, has been bad in simulation. We'll see. We have a lot of issues that are hard to fix. Like, we have a good overall team, but I don't know. We're just in a weird spot where a lot of our good players just aren't doing well. But all right, I think we're going to be boring. I mean, to be fair, there isn't a lot that I would really want here, but we'll go for Okereke. We might not even get him. We're not going to get him. All right. I mean, we can also draft a linebacker, I guess. I don't want to have to pay him this much and that long of a deal. So I'm good. We're doing nothing in free agency. Like, that feels lame, but like, I feel like it's the right move for the future. There isn't anyone that would help. But all right, we pick at number 13 in the draft, and we're in a decent spot to get some pretty good players here. I think I see 2 of the top 5 talents for sure. I would assume that Harbor is one of them. He looks insane. Either him or Andrews. Who's faster? Ooh, maybe Andrews is one. Maybe not Harbor, but I don't know. Harbor looks really good too. But I like Lance Reynolds. Ooh, he's a top 5 talent with only 4.6 speed. Do I want him? I mean, he's gonna be good in simulation, but if this was like a franchise where, you know, I'm playing, I wouldn't take him. I mean, he's an insane run defender, but I don't know. We're still gonna take him, obviously, because he's a top 5 talent and we need a safety, but oh yeah, I also forgot to check, are there good running backs? Because that could almost be more important. No, there are not. Okay, cool. But all right, at 13, I'm not even gonna trade down. I don't want to risk him getting picked early. We'll just go Reynolds. It'll be worth it. I don't know what he's gonna be ranked. Ranked 5. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, only 85 speed. At least he has 92 excel, but this is kind of Kyle Hamilton. I mean, Hamilton's good in coverage, and he had good range despite being slow. So this isn't really the same, but kind of similar. And then let's see, I might go with a lineman here. I mean, we need a center. Unfortunately, the centers weren't great, but there are some good guards. Glenn Decker, I think I focus scouted him because did he have elite strength? Or I focus scouted a guard with elite strength. He might already be gone. I don't remember who it was. Was it Everett? No, he has great strength. I don't know. Either way, I think we're taking Decker here. He's gonna have to move to center. He's gonna be a tall center, but that's fine. Ranked 17, got him at 43. Hidden dev, sounds good to me. And then just 1 pick after, or 2 picks after, I guess, whatever. We do need a linebacker. Are any of these guys good though? Braxton Massey, elite speed and acceleration, but only D pursuit. Like, he's a good cover linebacker, but that's it. I might just take like a few swings at linebacker here. I don't know. They don't look good though. Are there good run support ones or outside linebackers? No. Well, we gotta take some. This is gonna be a reach, but we're desperate. I mean, I could just, you know, be smart and go with like Kidd or Hines or Ellington because they're actually good. You know, I think I will do that. Which one do we want? I like our O-line depth more, so I'll go Kidd. Ranked 31, got him at 45. Sounds good. Hidden dev, cool. If I would have looked at his ratings, I might not have taken him because D play rec, but hey, I guess it worked out. And then round 3, Massey is still available. Okay, we'll take him now. I'm glad we did it that way though. Ranked 36, hey, almost a first round talent, at least late first. 91 speed, 92 excel. I mean, despite him being a horrible run defender, still good because he's fast and can cover. I mean, that actually works pretty well. We'll just have McFadden be the run defender, and then Massey will be the cover linebacker. Sounds good to me. I'll even take Tony Mullen. He looks good enough. 2nd to 3rd round talent, sure. Hidden dev, sounds good. This felt like a pretty good class. We'll take it. But okay, here's how we did. Lance Reynolds, I guess this isn't as good of a class as last year, but I mean, still really good. We got what? 3 first-round talents, an early 2nd, and then Mullen was 79, so it's like 3rd round talent in the 4th, so good class. But yeah, Lance Reynolds, I guess, is going to start at strong safety. We're going to have a lot of depth at safety. I guess that's a good thing, maybe. I mean, we could even go crazy and start Reynolds at linebacker. I mean, if we hadn't taken Massey, that could have been a plan. I don't know, though. It gives me flashbacks of the Cardinals forcing Isaiah Simmons at linebacker, and he's not a linebacker. He's not good enough against the run to be a linebacker. I mean, this guy is though, so I don't know. But no, we got to keep him at safety at this point. He's good. And then Decker, we'll see what he is at center. I would guess like a 76, maybe only 75, but let's see. No, he stays at 77. Okay, cool. So he'll start. Kidd is good depth, and then Massey's also going to start. So even though we have one of the better overall teams in the league, we still drafted 3 starters this year, 3 immediate starters. So again, really good class. Oh, there was a Zach Cooper, good quarterback. Apparently they moved on from Kyler from Fresno State. That's interesting. But anyways, let's get into year number 3, and we should be good this year. We should be. Will we be? I don't know. I can never promise anything in Madden, but we should be. But okay, here is a look at the team heading into year 3, finally. We're now up to an 86 overall. I'm surprised we aren't even higher, because I mean, we did have a good offseason. I guess we signed a whole 0 free agents, so that makes sense, but I mean, we just didn't really need anyone. So it's like, I don't know, we're still probably one of the higher overall teams in the league, and we should develop. We have, like I said, a good amount of rookies starting, and I'm hoping our offense does well. Ooh, also Decker went up 2 overall. Probably only has star dev, but that's interesting. But yeah, again, we should legitimately be a good team this year, at least based on the team on paper. But the major problem is, I don't know if I trust this offense still. Both Tyrone Tracy and SHEDEUR Sanders are good overalls, but overall doesn't mean anything in Madden. They've been playing kind of like garbage. I mean, to be fair, Sanders is only the 18th ranked QB, but he's been playing even worse than that. His accuracy's crazy though. 95 short, 94 mid, 86 deep. That's something. But I mean, he's still only 24. He should develop, especially if he does have a good year. But I don't know, Tyrone Tracy, I do want a new running back. Again, I like him a lot in real life, but this isn't about real life. This is about him having like 3.7 yards per carry in simulation. So I don't know. Those, at least running back is my #1 priority for this offseason, at least as of right now. We'll see what else suffers this year, what else underperforms. Hopefully nothing else though. But all right, nothing else to really go over with the team, so let's get to the midseason point. And again, for the millionth time, we better be good, because we deserve it. Okay, we are 4-2 at the midseason. We'll take it. Our offense still isn't that good, despite, again, having, I think, the best offensive playbook in the game. Either them or the Bills are my 2 favorites, but I don't know, at least we're decent at 4-2. Our defense has been really good in terms of yards. It's allowing an okay amount of points, but at least for yards, it's good. But Sanders is having a better year so far, I guess. Getting sacked a lot more, though. Tracy's doing all right. Romeo Dobbs is our #1 receiver. Did I forget to make Neighbors the slot just so he gets a ton of production? I did. God damn it. All right. But, like, what's going wrong with our O-line? Why has Sanders been sacked 18 times in 6 games? I would guess it's Andrew Thomas, a 93 overall, #3 ranked left tackle in the league, has allowed 8 sacks in 6 games. Fire EA into the sun. We need to, like, donate money to 2K so they can afford to outbid EA for the NFL game. I mean, I know that wouldn't happen, but, like, this is... I know there are lots of other problems with Madden, but stuff like this is the reason I really love this game, and I think EA should sponsor me. It's great. Do they even sponsor I don't even know if that's a thing. Yeah, I guess I do. Anyways, we're doing well, at least, despite the offensive line, even though it's a good offensive line. But all right, this is the year I was fearing. This is the year I was talking about last year. We have a lot of players to re-sign. Dexter Lawrence, Andrew Phillips, Deontay Banks, Tyrone Tracy, Tyler Nubin, I guess Zach Harrison's a starter, John Runyon, but I mean, that's not too bad. Also, there was an 87 overall free agent punter, went undrafted. But all right, let's start with Dexter Lawrence. I'll go 2 years, 56. That's not even bad. That's pretty cheap. Really? I'll do that. 2 years, 57. Sure. Andrew Phillips, I do want back. I would go 4 years. Also cheap. Only 36 total. Sure. But Deontay Banks, we'll see. I mean, he is interested, but he's going to be 27. It's going to be hard to develop him. He had 10 pass deflections a couple years ago. Interesting. Tracy, probably not. Tyler Nubin, probably not. He's actually done pretty well this year, though. We'll see. I would like someone who gets a few more picks. He had a couple his rookie year, but that's it. I don't know. Tough decisions, kinda. I might just be fine letting all these guys, though, because I think we could upgrade. I mean, Banks has been playing well. We'll see about him, but again, just overall, we'll see. But let's get to the end of the year. I hope we finish as a good team because we deserve to, but again, this is Madden, so you never know. You know what? Maybe the Giants are just cursed. We finished 7-10 with an 88 overall team. Where does that rank? Where are we? The Seahawks are actually an 88. The Lions are an 89. The 49ers are an 88. The Eagles are an 88. The Chiefs are a 90. So we are tied for 3rd in overall, and we finished 7-10. We have not had a winning record yet. All right, what happened? I think I know what it was. I have a couple guesses. Yep, SHEDEUR Sanders, good year, did better than I would have expected, but sacked 42 times randomly. And the run game, yep, 3.8 per carry for Tyrone Tracy. All right, that'll do it. But Malik Neighbors and Romeo Dobbs were really good. Didn't want him to be the #2, but sure. Andrew Thomas. Really, all of our linemen were bad, except our lowest overall, John Runyon, only allowed 1 sack. Oh my, that's really cool, actually. I don't think I've seen a worse simulation before, and that's saying something. Well, I don't know, that's debatable, but Massey, 125 tackles, TFL's 22 for Lawrence. We had a ton, but 6 sacks for Lawrence, 5.5 for Burns, 2 for Kayvon Thibodeau? Oh my God. Fire EA into the sun. Like I said, get him out of here. I don't even want to check yearly awards, because yeah, I was gonna say, who do you think MVP is gonna be? Massey at 6 for defensive rookie of the year, Reynolds at 10. All right, cool. Let's forget this year happened. I'm getting a new running back. I think that was just one of those classic years where no matter what we did to the team, we could not have done well. I mean, we were the 3rd highest overall team in the league. Why was Russell Wilson on the Commanders? I would hope as a backup. Okay, yeah, you're scaring me. My heart can't take much more Madden franchise. But all right, for re-signings, we'll pick up the 5th year for SHEDEUR Sanders. Is he worth it? I mean, he was good this year, but I don't know. Banks, he's been progressively getting worse. We could maybe upgrade. Tracy, hell no. Newbin, I'm probably good. I mean, he's 27. He's not really going to develop much more. I mean, this was probably his best year, but yeah, I mean, I'm fine letting everyone else go, I think. I mean, I want John Runyon back. This game sickens me. Our 76 overall linemen allowed 1 sack, while our 93 allowed 14. I know that's right guard versus left tackle, but still, that's also a damn near 20 overall difference. But in free agency, I mean, you would think, right, Jahmyr Gibbs, we need a running back desperately, so he should be an obvious option. Maybe he would be a good option because he actually gained superstar dev here, but usually, oh, hey, okay, he's actually doing well. This is how he usually does in simulation, about how Tyrone Tracy has been doing. For some reason, I don't know why he's bad, but looks like he's been better. Although, I don't know, he has some pretty long rushes. Those could be inflating those numbers because he hasn't been getting many carries. I don't know, but like, what other choice do we have? I mean, we could trade for a running back. I did focus scout running back this year. I almost forgot about that. I mean, there's Carl Craig, who's pretty good, but no top 5 talents. I mean, I'll go for Gibbs, but I don't think we're gonna get him. I almost want to sign a good backup left tackle just because I don't trust Andrew Thomas, but I don't know if I would trust anyone here either. Let's see, Jalen Carter, that would be insane. He had 15 sacks this year. I mean, we're definitely getting into unrealistic territory, but like, we need to. Something ain't working. And we need a corner. DeJean, Lassiter, probably Lassiter. Never mind. DeJean? No. Okay. I guess we'll just re-sign Banks. I would take a corner round 1, but I think we're gonna have to draft a running back. Man, this could be a disappointing free agent class. I feel like these two are gonna reject us. I know we have a lead for Carter, but it should mean more than it does. Like, I always say this, but the top offers, whichever team has the lead should automatically get the player because it takes everything into account. It's not just the money, it's not any of that. It takes where you are, how good you've been, all that. It should just go off of the top team, and I have very high interest on, or whatever it's called, but we'll see. All 3 players do sign. Okay, we do at least get Jalen Carter, thankfully. Jalen Carter and Deontay Banks. That's pretty good. I mean, this should be one of the best front 7s maybe ever, or at least in terms of pass rush. We have an insane group. I have my doubts that it'll actually be that good, but it should be. Also, Massey is superstar dev. Did he gain that or did he have it? Looks like he just had it. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, also Decker does have superstar. I figured after I saw how much he developed in the preseason. But all right, we're gonna need a running back in the draft. Oh, wait, I just completely missed him, but Lance Reynolds has X Factor. Completely forgot we even drafted him. I mean, he didn't really do a whole lot this year. I mean, he was okay, but the X Factor's huge. I might even play him at free safety. I wouldn't in real life, because again, 85 speed, but usually statistically, safeties do better in simulation at free safety, and I kind of want him to, you know, be a playmaker for us, so I think I'll try that. We're gonna need a strong safety. I mean, we have Kid, but we'll see. But okay, here's how we did in the draft. Zach Florence, 81 overall, he's good. Back-to-back years drafting an 81 in the first round, that's definitely not bad. I think except the first year, I think we've drafted a top 5 talent every year. So hey, we're doing pretty well. Just, we need that to translate to wins, which apparently is easier said than done, I don't know. But we got some good guards, I drafted a running back, he's okay. Did he have hidden dev? I can't remember. No, he didn't, whatever. Also picked the fullback, I don't know what we're gonna do with him, but he's a 77, so sure. He's a good blocker. Maybe I'll make him a depth lineman. I'm sure if I started him at left tackle, he would do better than Andrew Thomas somehow. No, actually though, what is his overall at tackle? 51? I mean, that's almost practice squad caliber, even though he's 230 pounds or whatever he is. No, he's bigger than that. I don't know what he is. Tight end 62. I don't know, whatever. We'll leave him at fullback, but good draft once again. Ooh, there was a really good defense. I was just saying, past round 1, you can't get good defensive tackles. And then Sheldon Loud, 80 overall. overall round too. I don't think I've ever seen an 80+ defensive tackle pass like the top 10. And of course, as soon as I say that, there is one. But yeah, once again, very good draft, but we need to see if it'll translate to wins. So let's get into year 4. I said we better be good last year, and we weren't, so I'll just say whatever happens, happens, but I'm trying my best. But okay, heading into year 4, we are now up to an 89 overall. I do finally think we will be good. Again, just running back in simulation has that effect. We also were able to get Tyrone Tracy back. Nobody signed him, which can't really blame him. He's been terrible, but he's a good overall, so I'm surprised. But yeah, we have an 89 offense and 91 defense. Also, Leonard Williams was a free agent, so I guess we bring him back to the Giants. Just insane depth. But yeah, I mean, there really isn't anything else to say about the team. This is just a really good roster that has been a victim of Madden, I guess. I almost want to change our playbooks again, but like, I don't know what to change to at this point. We'll just see how it goes. Again, we have a running back now, so it should be okay. But I'm gonna check. Overall, we are the second highest overall team in the league to the Chiefs. The Chiefs are a 91. They're untouchable as per usual, but there are no other 89s. We are the 89. Again, we are going to be good this year. I'm manifesting it. So let's get to the midseason. This will be the final midseason we get to. Next year will be the last year, but again, we're going to be good. Okay, at the midseason, we are 5-2. Do I fall for the bait, or are we gonna have another like 2-8 finish to the year? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I mean, it's harder to choke 5-2 than it is 4-2, but I'm sure we will find a way. This year, our defense isn't good, but our offense is finally as good as it should be. Again, the running back effect in Madden. He isn't doing as well as he did for the Packers. I didn't expect that, but, well, no, I expected him to not do as well. I didn't expect him to do as well, is what I mean. This year, John Runyon sucks, which makes sense. He's our worst lineman, but don't know what that was last year. We only have 3 total picks on the year. I'm like 2 seconds away from going with the Steelers defensive playbook. I don't know if it's actually good, but it does well sometimes. But I don't know if that's just because they have TJ Watt. But to be fair, when I use TJ Watt in simulation, he's horrible. He gets like 6 sacks a year. I don't know, man. But either way, I'm being awfully whiny for being 5-2. We're doing well. Now, we do have some re-signings. Malik Neighbors, Isaiah Bond, we'll have to see. I was hoping he would have more of a role on the offense, but he's had a decent role, but I've wanted him to be the number 2 over Dobbs. I just don't really know how to make that happen. Ooh, we have a lot of re-signings this year. Okay, Malik Neighbors, Isaiah Bond, Dylan Fairchild, Brian Burns, Romeo Dobbs. That's not nothing. John Runyon, I guess, is a starter, but we'll probably let him go this year. But Neighbors will go 4 years, 128. He's cheaper than the 5th year was, which is interesting, but he does take it. Bond, I'm gonna re-sign. I still think he's worth this. 3 years, 25. He takes it. Cool. Still only 24. But Burns, I don't know. He hasn't even hit 12 or 10 sacks in a year here. He had 9 in simulation his first year. He's on pace for like 10 or 11 this year or something, but I don't know if he'll hit that. 2 picks 1 year? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna wait until the end of the year to re-sign him. I don't know what the hell I just said, but we're waiting. We'll see how he ends up doing. If he's bad, I might tag and trade him. We'll see. Also, Dylan Fairchild is, of course, having a career year and a contract year. Really his first good year. I mean, he's doing really well, but I don't trust him. We'll see. I'm waiting on those 2 because I don't trust either of them, but all right. I think we're good to get to the end of the year. I wish our defense was doing better, but it is what it is. Why did I set defensive end and outside linebacker as our focus positions? I don't know, but let's see how we end up doing. Okay, well, here we are at the end of year number 4, and super quick before I reveal how we did. Again, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, and 2,500 likes, I said, and I'll do another I have Bears on the mind. Another Giants 10-year, I'm thinking about doing a 10-year, but another Giants rebuild with either Travis Hunter or maybe even someone else. Let me know down in the comments which you would want to see. And, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because if you've enjoyed so far, this is what all my videos are like. And then, question of the day. I mean, the reason I had the Bears on my mind is because they were lucky enough to get Ben Johnson. As of the time of recording this, that happened like 20 minutes ago, or I guess almost an hour ago at this point. But now that Ben Johnson is gone, who do y'all think is the second best head coach candidate? Like, if your team needs a head coach, who would you have? Or just, who do you think is the best one left? Let me know that down in the comments. I honestly don't know who I would pick. I'm a Brian Flores believer. I know how it went in Miami, but yeah, let me know down in the comments now that Ben Johnson is gone, who would you want? But anyways, we are up to a 92 overall at the end of year number 4. We'll have to check if that's the highest overall. I mean, the main goals are win a Super Bowl, build the highest overall team, but the highest overall team is more in my control, so that's my major goal. So we'll see if we did that. Also, Florence also has X Factor. Our safety duo is, I don't know if they're gonna develop a whole lot because he's only ranked 12 for free safeties, and Reynolds hasn't developed a crazy amount, but he's ranked 7 for strong safeties. But like, this is definitely the best young safety duo in the league. But in year number 4, we finished 13-4, and we finally had our first good year. I mean, we went straight from losing record to first round bye, so we'll take that. Again, the effect that the run game has. I mean, SHEDEUR Sanders, I don't know where this came from, but 4,700 yards, 50 passing touchdowns, 14 picks, 72 completion percentage. Again, the Bills offensive playbook, or no, this is Bengals. Also, the Bills is good, but the Bengals offensive playbook. If you want your quarterback to do well, it took longer than I expected, but definitely worked eventually. But Josh Jacobs is 1,000 yards, 4.5 per carry, 14 touchdowns. I mean, he's a lot better than Tracy did when he was starting. A little disappointing. I mean, he had 5.8 last year. I didn't expect him to hit that, but I hoped he would at least get closer to 5. I mean, he's never had below 5 in simulation. He had 6.6 yards per carry. He almost hit 1,800 yards off 272 carries. What? At least he was better than Tracy did, but almost 1,800 yards for Neighbors, 28 receiving touchdowns. Oh my God. Bond and Dobbs almost hit 900, likely almost hit 700, but John Runyon was terrible. Yeah, I don't know what happened last year. I know how much I complain about how bad simulation is, but last year might have been one of the worst I've ever seen. I mean, it's hard to live by that because I've seen some stuff, but still. But Massey, 131 tackles, TFLs 12 for Lawrence, 11 for Thibodeau, and sacks, 17.5 for Lawrence, 12 for Burns, 8 for Thibodeau and Carter. I mean, this is how good our pass rush should be, maybe even better. I'm just surprised it actually worked out. We'll take that. But 2 picks for Massey led the team, and then 1 for 4 different players. Have we had more than 6 interceptions in a year before? Like, do our DBs not know how to catch? They're getting pass breakups. Catch the ball, intercept it. Like, they should be in position. We're getting a lot of pressure on the QBs. Maybe grab the ball out of the air instead of hitting it down. I mean, either way, you're stopping a completion, so that's fine, but still. But Sanders at number 4 for MVP. I honestly thought he would win it. Finally, it's not Mahomes. Joe Burrow wins it. But Malik Neighbors wins Offensive Player of the Year. SHEDEUR Sanders at number 8. Defensive Player of the Year also goes to Dexter Lawrence. We sweep the Player of the Year awards. I doubt we're going to get rookies. It goes to a division rival, Derek Jefferson. You know, I haven't noticed many, Kyle Orton. I haven't noticed many division rivals winning awards. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention to it, but every rebuild I do, it seems like every division rival, or every award goes to a division rival, but thankfully it hasn't here. But Florence at 6 for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Gary at number 7. I'm surprised he even played enough to make it up there, but sure. But again, finally, we are in the playoffs. It took until our second to last year. I mean, we've deserved it for a while, but I gotta check. Are we at least tied as the highest overall team now? I doubt we passed the Chiefs because they were a 91 heading into the year. Never mind, they just didn't develop. Okay, cool. They are only a 91 overall, so we passed them. That's crazy. I mean, yeah, this team is absurd. Like, this is a damn near Pro Bowl roster at this point. Also, SHEDEUR Sanders playing with a lot of morale, but up to a 90 overall. Okay, well, 90 is only 16 for QBs, but he played a lot better than that this year, kind of out of nowhere. Should get superstar dev, I would hope, for 50 passing touchdowns. But all right, who are we going to be taking on in the divisional? It is going to be the 87 overall LA Rams. I mean, an 87 isn't horrible, is it? That might be. Okay, well, the Patriots are an 83, so yeah, it's not the worst, but we just happen to be 5 overall better than them. If we lose this game, I'm gonna do some unspeakable things. I don't even know what, but I will do something. I mean, we had the best offense in the league. We should win this. I hope. Okay, good. It was close. I knew it was gonna be close, but we did win 24-21, and we are gonna be taking on an even lower overall team. The Green Bay Packers in the conference championship at an 80 86 overall. We are 6 overall better than them. Oh, they have a really good defensive tackle, George Espinoza out of Washington. Only 23 years old, 93 overall X Factor, playing up to a 97. He has 99 finesse moves and 99 tackle. Okay, maybe he kind of carried them. Damn. Oh, they have a lot of real life upcoming rookies. Siobhan Revel, or isn't it Savone or something? I feel like I saw an interview with him where he said it's Savone or something. Either way though, doesn't touch our team in terms of overall, but I guess they have some good players. But all right, moment of truth. Can we move on to the Super Bowl in year number 4? Straight from no playoffs, 7-10, to first round bye in Super Bowl would be nice. We deserve it. And we do beat the Packers 30-15. And it looks like we are going to be taking the AFC Conference Championship. Was the 9-8 LA Chargers versus the 8-9 New England Patriots. The Conference Championship had a 500 record. Combined, they were what, 17-17? Damn near a losing record for the Conference Championship teams. That's not what you love to see, but welcome to Madden if you've never played it, never seen it. What a Super Bowl. The Chargers versus the Giants. The Eli Manning / Phillip Rivers Bowl. Their original teams versus, or you know what I'm trying to say. They were both on opposite teams and they got traded. I'm sure everyone knows that at this point. But let's take a look at their roster. Of course, they still have Justin Herbert. Lad McConkey doing well. Doesn't have superstar Dev though. He's averaging like 1,150 yards a season and doesn't have superstar Dev. That's something. They also have Tyler Algier. That's cool. Joe Alt. Derwin's still here. Rashawn Slater. Dane Henley has X Factor. They also have an X Factor tight end. Is he a blocking tight end? He is. X Factor blocking tight end. I knew it. They always are. I don't know why. Oh, they have Mike Green. Must have taken him round 1 or something. He's been terrible though. He's also playing as a 3-4 defensive end, pretty sure. Yeah, but all right. We'll jump in and we'll watch this simulate. Oh, we have a press conference. We can get our whole +1 pass blocking for one player. It's usually the right guard. Is it going to be John Runyon? Actually, I don't know. Oh no, right tackle, Dylan Fairchild. Sure. But all right, like I said, we'll watch this simulate. I don't have a good feeling. Sometimes when I have a bad feeling, I get proven wrong. Hopefully that's what happens, but we deserve this win. Will we actually win though? That's the question. So let's simulate this game out. Can we win our first Super Bowl of the rebuild? We take an early 7-0, now 14-0 lead. The Chargers are finally going to kick a field goal. I hope we can score one more time soon. It would make me feel a little more comfortable. We do get a field goal. Okay, we are up 17-3. The Chargers just cannot score. They kick a field goal. We also get a field goal. We win 27-6 in the Super Bowl. And hey, I mean, we built the highest overall team in the league at a 92. We passed the Chiefs. We won this team their first Super Bowl in probably 17 years at this point, close to it. SHEDEUR Sanders, close to an MVP. So, I mean, I think that's a pretty good way to end this rebuild. I would call that a pretty good success.